Fourth time's the charm. Here we go.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, that's the intensity we want. Hi everyone, welcome to Player Guides. My name is Cameron.
I'm Hannah.
And I'm Nate.
And Hannah is playing The Wolf Among Us again. We pick this up after our live stream with Tom, taking a little break from Assassin's Creed, and Hannah had enjoyed this game previously. To be fully transparent, this might be the fourth time we've tried recording this section. We've had some technical difficulties.
Yep. Red Riding Hood, FYI, did not make it out of Fableland.
Yes.
Was what he said.
Oh,
Yep.
she did not. Okay.
Well,
Not.
yes, not as of this point in time.
Woodsman.
Got it. Because this is a comic book beyond just the game.
Correct.
Yes.
And this is Bigby.
This game is essentially a
true
prequel.
form.
Got
Yeah,
it.
not a great day for him. So some things that
That's
we've
Snow White.
picked up
Pretty
since
sure that's
we
supposed to be
did play through the end of chapter 2, and then we realized that we had to re-record all that.
This is Faith.
Yes.
Skin girl.
And there's Lawrence.
Yep.
Yeah, that's her, all right. Long time ago.
And there's Ichabod and Mr. Toad and his buddy Badger.
Ichabod.
Badger
And the
Bugs.
Hessian.
Scared shitless.
What's that?
Your boss. His
So-
finest moment.
Yeah, so we're trying to find the murder of Faith.
Understand how
Is
he
that what
ended
you
up
just said,
running this
Cameron?
place.
I was getting into the book.
No, you can
history and
recap.
Stuff. We're trying to figure out the murder
it's not
of Faith, aka Donkey Skin Girl.
Her head wound up on our
Her-
doorstep,
correct.
essentially.
And she looks very similar to Snow White.
I haven't seen Badger around for a while.
And we
Badger-
He likes his
we
privacy.
found her with a ribbon like in her mouth.
Yes, and it was one she was wearing around her neck.
Yeah.
And then here is Toad.
And we first met Faith, Nate.
how
She
much-
was a lady of the night.
Correct.
Right. She was doing lady favors, I guess.
Yeah. The woodsman who killed Bigby in a previous life was unfortunately assaulting her. Not sexually, just physically.
Yes, just hitting her around. That's
Yeah.
right.
Only physical assault.
Well, because we talked about this in our previous attempt of how fables are relatively more durable than regular human beings.
Yes.
Correct.
And then also,
Mirror,
even if they're
mirror,
dead, they're
blah,
not
blah, able,
dead,
blah,
dead.
blah, blah
At least
about
not
this fable.
entirely.
Yeah,
Which
that's something the
fables
game will
do you
show
wish to
later, but
know?
the comic books talk about is that as long as people remember the story that a fable was in, they'll come back in some form.
Yeah.
Powerful.
Okay, but like that iteration is gone forever.
It depends on how similar the story is.
Oh, these lips are sealed, or quote unquote. That
Oh, yeah,
was
yeah.
Pudding and pie.
Ooh.
Oh, that's important. Yeah, it's not my choice of phrasing. Oh, foreshadowing.
Like now that we've seen this a second time, I'm like,
Show
oh,
me Faith's
Yeah, this is like
Patterns.
watching an old movie again for the second
And
time.
that's Faith's dad. And I feel like that ring is probably going to come into play
suspect.
just because it was so
definitely.
prominent, but maybe not.
Well, the ring is how we found out it was Faith. Like,
me
we
Prince
didn't,
Lawrence.
she was Jane Doe, and then the
that's
ring
right.
was her
That's
family
Prince
ring,
Lawrence.
so we were
That's
able to
her
figure out.
husband.
What's he
Yep.
been doing?
yeah.
There's
Where
the
is
dagger with blood.
Where's what?
El
Do you know where Prince
Daguerro.
Lawrence lives?
If he's a prince, probably relocated in the South Bronx. Yellow building, red window shutters.
Red frames.
Yep, that's the one. I can take us there.
So that's where we need to go next.
That's what you want to do?
Go
So-
to Prince Lawrence, yes.
You've
Anything
explored
we can
both paths here. Do you want to explain that to
Correct.
people?
So if we go to Prince Lawrence
Come on.
first,
What's the other option?
he stays alive. The other option will be visiting Toad, and this is him on the phone right now.
Sorry. To
Um,
get that.
Toad says that there's an emergency,
Hello, Woodland's business
but
office.
it's not really an emergency.
I.
And you essentially
Yes.
have to
Hold on.
make your decision on who you want to visit first,
you.
Toad or Prince Lawrence.
And this is all stuff you guys did on
During
the first
Extra
playthrough, right?
Life campaign. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, so this is still like catch up. Got it.
yeah. So if we go to Toad first, Lawrence ends up dying. Like, he's already barely alive. By the time you get to him, like, he just completely dies.
So any
What was that
delay
about?
will
Any
kill
delay
her.
will
say.
kill him. If you go to
going
Lawrence
on over
first,
Toad's
you
place.
can keep
What
him
about
alive.
Faith's husband?
And we know that because
Because
the
he
first
did
time we
that,
streamed
isn't
it, we went one way, and then the second time we recorded, we went the other.
way.
Apartment.
But yeah, so
Might
Nate,
have to wait.
to your question about how similar fables come back,
Whenever you're ready.
so like Prince Charming has died and come back as basically the same exact person with the memories.
Okay.
Other fables have come back, and as the stories changed, like their personalities and who
Toad
they
Sayer
were
was
did
there.
also.
Was it the woodsman?
Okay, and that's based on like the zeitgeist, like a gestalt of what people believe about them in the real world.
Well,
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
Yeah.
Florence
So like if
You didn't see him.
and it doesn't happen in the comics due to out of universe reasons, due to like copyright stuff.
Well,
But like
Yeah.
if Snow White were to die, she would come back probably more Disneyfied.
So
Oh,
now you're
really?
gonna get this
Okay.
little
There's a
recap.
bloke upstairs going through all the woodsman's
you
things.
think he did it?
Oh yeah, they love their recaps.
Yep.
That is something we noticed in recording.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lawrence's
We need to
apartment.
tell him about
And
it.
Ollie's here with us. Do you want to say something, Ollie?
You're right. And
Hi,
Toad's a
Ollie.
tough.
I love
Toad.
you very much.
He can probably handle himself for a few hours.
He and I went on a long walk earlier today. He thoroughly enjoyed himself. And he loves to chase birds.
Yes.
He loves to chase birds.
It's a little murderer.
He just
Well,
wants to
they're probably
play
about the
with
same
them.
size as him right now, right?
They- He just
I don't want
wants
to stay here any longer
play.
than we have to, so let's just pick an approach.
Yeah, I don't know if we
first.
mentioned it. We're
Okay?
still socially isolating. Right now we're still locked down.
Humor me.
Hence this format in the first place.
Yep. That's why Nate is viewing remotely, and probably why we've had the technical difficulties we've had, just because
I wasn't expecting
it's
that.
been something new that I've had to figure out.
Well, like I said, let's
And
not
that it's been new.
overcomplicate things. You can question him while I look around for it.
And if he objects,
We're here on official Fabletown business, and we can be persuasive if necessary.
Oh, I thought Snow was going to say smack him around if he objects.
Yeah, with this fourth time around, I should pay more attention to the dialogue so I can hit the right answers.
The good news is you're getting exceedingly efficient.
Don't chew on the cord. Where's oh, the door's
Lawrence,
locked.
you in there?
Can't talk. Knock knock.
Nope, nope,
Nope.
not that way.
So we'll find another way in.
While we do that, how's everyone's week been?
Um,
All right.
pretty good actually.
I mean, it just started. It's only Monday.
Well, since the last time we successfully recorded, it's been a week.
Yeah. I am officially off clinical rotation.
Yay!
Ended a little early, so that's really
Hey.
good.
Yay! Congratulations.
Thank you. I still got some like end of program projects to do. I got a comprehensive exam for like the entire program on Friday, but just studying for that's easy enough.
Come on. help me
Nice. Working on
Yeah.
like portfolio stuff also.
Yeah, pretty much. And then
Nice.
just prepping for the boards that are supposedly in July. We shall see. They canceled the one in April already.
Yep. Knock on wood.
Makes sense.
Yeah, really, right? So we'll find out. Other than that,
Alright.
had a bonfire the other night. That was really cool.
Oh, jealous.
Oh, nice.
It
was,
was-
it like
yeah.
you and the immediate family?
Yeah, just everybody in the house. No outsiders right
I
now.
need to figure
Right.
out what the hell is
Um,
going on here.
The wood was mostly good. It was a little smoky, a little ashy, but
I don't know.
I made it work. It was a little stubborn in the beginning, but
Oh, like
Went
to
well.
burn?
yeah, because we had just had a couple like a day of rain. I mean, it was
That's
under the
true.
tarp, but somehow some of the middle stuff was still wet. I don't know how. So it was just a bit stubborn trying to get it started, but it worked.
Let's check out.
And then
Lawrence.
for fun, we started watching this guy playing guitar live. He like lives in Cincinnati and kind of does the tin roof and all the bars down there at the banks.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
And he
that's
was
awesome.
yeah, he's
What's his
basically
name?
just being a human jukebox.
That line.
It's Ethan and Joey.
Ethan
Uh,
and Joe.
Oh, I
Yeah,
think
Ethan
I've
and
seen
Joey.
them. I've seen them perform.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
perform
this,
at the they were at the lobby of the
Do they?
Marriott down by the banks.
Wouldn't know.
Yeah, that sounds about right for their neighborhood where they tour around. Well, it was Joey from Ethan and Joey, and he was taking requests.
Oh, cool.
He's a pretty entertaining guy. I recommend checking him out if you haven't already.
Is you said you watched him? He's like
Yeah,
live
he was
streaming on YouTube or something?
He was live streaming on maybe YouTube. I'm not sure which. But
What are they?
he was taking requests, and And we started trying to figure out what we could make him play. I got him to
that's
play
awesome.
Semi-Charm kind of live.
That he was actually
kinda
taking
funny.
requests.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if they do weddings.
Possibly? I don't know. I mean, he seemed pretty well-rounded. He just had people just suggesting stuff. I did catch him up, though. I told him to play Don't Stop Me Now by Queen and anything by Rush. And he's like, it's a little above my scope.
Aw.
A little complicated. But maybe he will. I also,
Maybe.
just to really test him, I was like, would you
Why
play
do you think
Smells
I was
Like Nirvana by Weird Al?
Before all this.
And we never got to it. He ran out of time before he got to that on the
Aw.
list.
That's
Yeah, he had a
okay.
backlog of people like asking him to play stuff. It was
Oh,
super
I'm
cool.
sure. That's awesome.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Strange. Hard edge to this pool, like something was here and got moved.
Oh yeah, that's right. But we don't know what was with the blood. Then that's the bed. Let's look at the dagger.
Yeah, so this is one of those things that highlights kind of one of the themes of Fables, which we talked about last time, which is
Is that the same knife you saw in
income
the-
inequality. So all the Fables are refugees from this place called the Homelands. It was conquered by someone they call the
Why would
Adversary,
someone want to kill him?
and they migrated to like Earth, to our world. And some of them were able to escape with most of their fortunes intact, and some of them weren't. So like here, Lawrence and Faith were prince and princess, but since they escaped their homeland without,
Any money?
their money, they went under really tough times.
Let's check the panel.
Yeah, I think
And the
there's a
bed.
note.
There's on the bed. It's Lawrence's suicide note, I believe.
And I guess while we're exploring and kind of going through clues that we found previously, Nate, you and I have talked about this a couple times in terms of like adventure games, point and clicks. I forget your history with the point and click adventure. Was it pretty extensive?
Dearest Faith.
I remember us talking about it when we played Indiana Jones.
Cannot endure
Yeah, it depends on the age, honestly. It was mostly when I was younger, but it kind of spans between like the old kids games like Putt Putt and Fatty Bear and Freddy Fish, that kind of crap.
know his
And then I
face.
also got a taste of
There
the
are so
Sierra
many
games like
things.
King's Quest and
I should know his face.
specifically King's Quest 5 and 6. Those are what I have the most history with. Oh shit, I forgot he was.
Did that one get you?
I was just like, what? I was thinking to myself, like, what happens in this scene? I forget. And then, right when I thought that, he gets the fuck back up, and I was
Yep.
like, oh, right, he ain't dead yet.
Yeah, so it's funny that this is the 2-year anniversary of our channel as of us recording this.
It is.
And our
On
channel's
420, happy anniversary, everyone.
Blaze It
Yeah.
Smoke Weed every day.
Have him take a look at you.
Wait a second on this now.
And our channel started with one of the first games we went through was Indiana Jones, which was another point and click adventure.
I have a few
Right?
questions.
Oh yeah, Indiana
That was
Jones was our
fun.
first.
What's this about?
When was the last time you saw
I forget if it was our very first. Carmen Sandiego might have been our very first game.
No, I think Indy was. We just started playing Carmen alongside of it. We weren't done yet, but I think we took a day off to play something else.
Oh, maybe that's it.
But I think it was so she could leave some money.
Okay,
didn't
so
find
his
it till
wife
later.
came back for money. Or
We've
did
been-
leave money.
Separated for some time now.
Oh.
Lawrence, what did you do?
I made a decision for us.
Yeah, so he was suffering
The
from,
only way out.
I'm sure, depression and all sorts of stuff and felt like he was a burden. And obviously, if you are not an immortal being, the answer is not to shoot yourself in the heart.
Your heart's actually a little more
Seek
to the
help.
center.
Yeah.
Probably hit a lung.
Great. At least that's how I think it happened. Things are a little fuzzy. Thought it was a bad dream.
So he says he tried to commit suicide, but he's
Yeah.
not
Why
quite
did you
sure.
do it, Lawrence?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, he's also taken the sleeping pills. I wonder if
I
he
was
did that
ashamed.
before he shot himself.
Probably, right? Numb the pain if you can.
Yeah.
Knowing I had done that. to
But we
her,
don't know about the dagger yet. That's the one thing.
I
Like,
did
that's-
what I could to keep
That's
her
so
away,
sad.
It
But
is.
she still worries
They look
about
so
me.
happy.
She comes by, make sure I'm okay.
And I guess since we're re-recording over some things that we've already done, now's the time for our best crackpot theories.
I don't
Oh,
want her to have to worry about me
So,
anymore.
without giving away who you think the actual killer
Without me
is,
being here to drag
let's
her
try and weave the very best red herring theory that we can.
through a lot.
red herring theory? I
Yeah.
don't understand.
Better by her. She's always been there for me.
What you got?
Let's
oh,
see.
Sorry to inform you.
going direct.
Well,
wife has
I
been
figure the
killed.
truth is better than nothing, right?
No.
Like,
No. No. I knew this would happen.
I'm sorry. I am.
God, that's rough.
it is.
I'm gonna need you to help me find whoever did this. So you need to try and remember anything that could possibly help us.
This poor guy.
Fucking Georgie.
Oh, and there's the name.
Georgie. Yeah.
Yep.
Who is Georgie?
Lawrence,
And this is Tweedledum.
Yep, this is how the game prevents us from finding
So-
out who Georgie is, chapter 1.
Correct. And
are you expecting anyone?
we hide in the panel,
I'll see who it is.
No, wait.
and this will determine how long I should wait to sneak up on Tweedledee.
We need to
Yeah,
know
it's not
why whoever's
Tweedledum.
out there
Tweedledum's
is
the
breaking
big
in.
guy.
I need
They're-
Tweedledee.
They're twins, aren't they?
They're twins, but they're not the same
What?
guy. So Tweedledum is I think
Can't
is a little
move in her
bigger
condition anyway, so just
than
stay
Tweedledee,
still.
because
The second we
Tweedledum is
figure
the
out
guy
what they're here
who
for,
knocks Bigby
Bigby will arrest
unconscious.
them.
I guess I
What
didn't
about your
notice.
wife?
Well, I don't think they've ever been the same like shot together.
No.
Oh, wait. Oh, he
Well,
was
that's
just...
what he used before. Yeah, he's
Okay.
he's making it look like a suicide. He's essentially playing dead, so they can see who's trying to break in.
Okay, so when you feel it's time, you can jump out.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
You fat lump.
But he's looking for something, and we don't know what.
Yes, I think we never figured that out, even at the end of chapter... Oh, no. He accused Faith of being stealing from his boss,
From his boss, yeah.
who I don't think we figured out who that was.
No.
His boss is not Georgie, we think.
We thought it was, but it's not. It's probably Crane. And here we go. Jump out.
Hey! Stay here.
Yeah, I wonder
No.
if you wait long enough, what happens.
I don't
I mean,
know.
not in this time, but I'd be curious to play through on my own and see what happens.
Hey! Stop! Leave me alone!
I have to.
Yeah. Oh, you're on the ball this time.
I have to
As I
be.
say, A game.
I have to be.
S game.
The mouse is what gets me.
QQQ game. Nice.
And it is that
Because the 3 is swinging, so we know it just had momentum.
one. Yeah, there he is.
Grab that fat.
I think I chase him either way. I think that's just part of the game.
Yeah. Kind of how good you make a jump.
I don't know if I'm able to make that jump.
It seemed like you nailed the input, so I suspect you're
Yeah,
right.
I think it's just how it goes. That's the best case scenario.
A.
Which is weird because he looks a lot heavier than you.
Yeah. You are like a superhuman wolf man.
Yeah. Bigby is pretty badass.
Ease up, Bigby.
Not
We're
gonna
on the
lie.
same side here. You son of a
Yeah, I mean he
bitch.
was a bad dude.
Run after you. Who are you? What? Who are you? Listen, man.
Harvey Dent. Can we trust him?
No, because he becomes Two-Face. He's not a private investigator.
So that would be interesting, Nate. In this universe, would comic book heroes eventually be given life?
Oh, that's a scary thought.
Who's your
Who's your boss?
employer?
I can't tell you that. It's confidential. Sorry. Sure you understand.
Nope. Can't say that I do. Come on. You're coming with me.
This could have been easy.
That also means
Don't
like
worry.
anime and manga are
Still
real.
is.
Oh God, I don't want to live in that world.
Dumb? Yeah, it is.
No one would ever get anything
It'd be
done.
much easier for you to...
I'm not a
I'm
schoolgirl.
deep.
I'm actually a 1,000-year-old
He's
dragon.
Yeah.
Uh,
I love you, but I can't be with
There'd be a lot
you.
of more. There'd be more tentacles in the world too.
yeah.
Ugh.
Okay, well, on the note of us getting knocked out, do we want to call this an episode? Waking up to Snow White's beautiful face next time?
Sounds
or do you
good to
wanna
me.
keep going?
Perfect.
Except
That'll
you're
work.
lying in a dirty out.
All right. Thanks for playing with us, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye.